This is testimony from the borders reporting on the news story concerning Syria and America and Iran. Today's date, it is Sunday, March 26, 2023, according to the world standard. Alright, so another update here. 19 killed in U.S. strikes on Iran-linked group in Syria. Most people don't know what's going on here. This is something that people don't understand, and people take sides. They agree with this side. This one agrees with that side. But what's actually going on here? Notice what happened. U.S. strikes in Syria, and Washington going to insist it's not seeking conflict with Tehran. So I'm going to hit you. I'm going to shoot at you. And then I'm going to tell you I'm not seeking conflict with you. So what is going on here? We understand Bible prophecy and how all of this fits into prophecy and what's happening. It's recorded to happen. So Iran says the attack on Iranian link based in Syria will draw swift response. Now, I like what they're saying here because there's a lot of truth of what's really going on in this report. Okay, so the pro-Iranian forces in Syria have said that they have a long arm to respond to further U.S. strikes on their positions, while an Iranian security spokesperson warned of an immediate counter response. They're going back and forth in this fight here. So you know about, they said, they put in a report that Iran used drones to shoot at U.S. targets, hit the U.S. targets, and then U.S. fires back. All right, let me see here. So America said this is the reason America said they're over there. Any pretext to attack base created at the request of a Syrian government to deal with terrorism and Islamic State elements is this country will be met with an immediate counter response. Okay, this is not the one I'm looking for. Hold on, let me find it. Okay, so it's on down a little further, so I'll get to it in a minute. But before that, let me read this. It says, we will have to retaliate. It will not be a simple revenge. Now, Iran's foreign minister condemned the latest U.S. strikes, accusing U.S. forces of targeting civilian sites. Yeah, they may do that. They call them casualties of war. Iran's military advisor has been in Syria at the request of the Syrian government. This is important. This is what people don't understand. Somebody is welcome and somebody is not welcome. Iran is welcome in Syria and America is not welcome. So Iran is there helping Syria. Russia's there helping Syria. China's there helping Syria, and then you have U.S. and their countries that backs them, which something is going to change. Something will change according to scripture. So Iran is there at the request of the Syrian government to help the country fight terrorism. Now, they're not saying who's the terrorist here, but if I come to your home and I begin to attack your home, you can consider me a terrorist. So who's doing the attacking? And shall remain by Syria's side to help establish peace. This is what Iran is doing. Establishing peace, stability, and lasting security. So Iran says its forces and allied fighters are in Syria at the request of Damascus and sees U.S. forces there as occupiers. This is all correct. This is correct. What are they there for? What are they fighting for? That's the question. What is America over there fighting for? All right. Iran's growing entrenchment in Syria. Listen to this, Iran has been a major backer of President Bashar al-Assad during Syria's 12-year conflict. This is what people that's not over in Syria don't understand. They've been dealing with this for 12 long years, and the Syrian people are sick of it. They're sick of it. Iran relies on a network of proxy forces throughout the Middle East to counter the U.S. and Israel forces, its arch regional enemy. Yes, they are enemies. Now, according to scripture, the Almighty backs Iran, and there's a prophecy concerning Iran, and a prophecy concerning America. And something major will come out of this. This is going somewhere. This is going somewhere. This is the part people don't understand. And they back a country or countries that the Father is not backing. The Father will be fighting with Iran. No one will be able to defeat this. The countries fighting against Iran will end up fighting a losing battle. The countries that are fighting with them, and it's almost as if they know the Almighty is with them. And then you have Saudi Arabia beginning to line up. Finally, they're beginning to line up with Iran and Syria. So we know America loves to go in and reap the resources of the land. This is the reason they attack any land. Resources. You know, the Middle East full of oil. You have the petrodollar. They got to keep this thing propped up. They got to keep their businesses going. And war is a business to them. Lots of money is being made. So this is the part I wanted to get to. The U.S. Why they're there? What are they saying? The reason they're there? What's the real reason, America? The U.S. has had forces in northeast Syria since 2015, when they deployed as part of the fight against the Islamic State group. They're telling the world we are there to fight against the Islamic State group. What in the world does that group or any terrorist that's fighting in any other country, especially when the country is so far from your country, what does that have to do with you? We know how they work. If fighting happens, you got Americans in Syria. If there were terrorism going on, they will make a proclamation. Okay, all Americans, we suggest that you leave that country and go to some place safe. Don't expect us to bring military over there, but they don't do this. So they're supposedly fighting terrorists? They're trying to help Syria fight terrorists? No, that's not what's happening. This is what they say is happening. And they have maintained some 900 troops there. So ever since 2015, they have been there fighting. And they will continue to fight. And according to prophecy, the fight will come to them. When this happens, you can kiss it goodbye. It's over at that point. But this fight will continue. It will increase. This is why we're seeing it increasing. And there's so much going on right now that the people can't keep up with. There's so much in America. I'm not there in her. I see a little on the outside what's going on. Others in her, you know what's going on. I get the emails. They let me know what's going on. And you can't keep up with all what's going on. Soon, it shall be no more. This is testimonies from the borders.